Hello everyone, welcome to the video introducing the spell panel available for players in my mod. Basically, the spells will range from single target to several targets to all targets, and their power will be extremely strong, so you need to consider using them when playing with other boss mods. The spell I am about to introduce is a pre-learned type that requires the least conditions to unlock, and you can customize the spell at any time without too much time. However, it will require a large number of materials, which I will now guide you on how to charge it. These items can be collected through drops from all types of entities. These energy-infused items will be ranked from low to high, from left to right. This spell panel is opened using the right CTRL key on the keyboard and will cast basic spells and shout-based spells using the C key on the keyboard. These keys can be customized in the control settings. This is where you will need to hold the item in your main hand and then press the key to automatically charge materials from the number of items you are holding. Since I am at the highest cultivation level of the mod, I basically will not lose energy when using spells and do not need conditions to unlock spells. The last item, as it is extremely expensive and rare, will allow you to reach the energy limit 10 times continuously. With the first basic spell, it will summon stone pillars from the ground in the direction you are looking, and when there is a creature near you, it will form a circle to protect you instead of following a straight path. With the second spell, it will shoot out a lightning surge to attack the enemies around it. With the third spell, it creates multiple swords with quantity and size depending on the target you aim at. The swords will fly quickly toward the target and deal continuous damage. With the fourth spell, it opens a space gate to summon stone pillars that press enemies tightly with great damage. With the fifth spell, it fires an artillery barrage that explodes enemies around it. With the sixth spell, it summons 6 energy orbs that pierce through everything and explode upon encountering obstacles. With the seventh spell, it calls forth a cloud that allows you to ride and move at high speed. With the eighth spell, it allows you to step on air infinitely. Next is the shout-based spell, which is the only pre-learned spell that requires unlocking. With the first shout spell, it unleashes an energy wave that erases all other spells and pushes everything back in its path. With the second shout spell, it breathes a continuous stream of fire at the location it passes through, causing persistent and extremely annoying damage. With the third shout spell, it releases an energy wave that permanently weakens the enemy's health and can spread the effect to nearby enemies. With the fourth shout spell, it unleashes an energy wave that paralyzes enemies on the spot and prevents them from dealing damage to you. With the 5th Shout spell, it releases an energy wave that detects creatures and blocks similar to the item you are holding in your main hand. This spell is very useful for exploration and gathering materials. Each time a new shout is initiated, the previously marked location will be erased. Finally, the most powerful destruction spell, you need to cast it far away from your residence if you don't want some of your dogs or villagers to die unnecessarily. With the first destruction spell, it allows you to freely choose the attack range, gather solar energy, and create 6 beams of energy that incinerate enemies. With the second destruction spell, it casts a massive spell formation that slowly burns enemies from within. With the third destruction spell, it casts a powerful spell formation that pushes all enemies away and heals all benevolent creatures. With the fourth destruction spell, it summons a black hole that pulls in enemies and gradually consumes them. With the fifth destruction spell, it summons a colossal sword from the sky imbued with absolute destructive power. With the sixth destruction spell, it casts a spell formation that creates a thunderstorm, paralyzing all enemies caught within it. With the seventh destruction spell, it summons massive stone pillars from the void with immense pressure. When they fall, they crush all enemies beneath them, dealing significant damage. With the eighth destruction spell, it summons a white hole that releases an overwhelming energy wave, sweeping through everything. With the ninth destruction spell, you can customize the level of destruction. Any value above 0 allows destruction. For example, 50 determines the explosion radius. This spell will cast the strongest explosion spell formation, being most powerful at the explosion's center. When set to 0, the spell will not cause any damage to your world. With the 10th destruction spell, I recommend setting it to 20, which is sufficient. It casts a grand spell formation that summons multiple swords around it, attacking any enemy with considerable damage. If you want to annihilate everything quickly, you can set it to 60, though your game will lag significantly. Thank you for watching my video.